not gonna downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged and I'm unwell.
Well, unfortunately for these women, once a relationship ends, it's generally unrealistic to expect an ex-partner to continue covering everyday expenses or personal necessities unless there's a legal agreement or shared responsibility involved. Moving on often means adjusting to a new reality and becoming financially independent. But welcome back, everyone. Today, we're looking at some of the most unbelievable clips of people expecting their ex-partners to keep paying for their lifestyle after the relationship has ended. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single one.
So y'all, please help me understand this. My lights got turned off, so I called my baby's father and asked him if he could get my lights turned on for me. He said no, because I have a husband and that's his responsibility. How is that his responsibility to pay my lights to get turned back on after they get turned off?
Because he's your husband. That's why it's his responsibility to make sure the bills are paid in the house. It's actually both of y'all responsibility. And no, that do not fall on your baby daddy, especially if you have a husband. But here's a better idea. Instead of you trying to gaslight him and play victim and tell him that it's his job to pay your bills because his children live there, just give him his children until your situation change or get better. But no, you can never do that. You can never put your children first and give them to the parent who's doing better right now. No, instead, you're going to play victim and try to play mind games and use that man for his money to pay your bills and say, oh, but your children live here. Well, let my children come live with me until your circumstances change.
So, as the previous speaker pointed out, it seems like she's expecting to continue benefiting from her ex-partner even though the relationship has already ended. Once a relationship is over, it's generally reasonable for both people to move forward independently unless there are legal obligations or shared responsibilities involved. If one person continues expecting the same level of financial support without that kind of obligation, it's understandable why many viewers would see that as unfair. Healthy boundaries are important after a breakup, allowing both people to move on with their lives.
I want to be independent. I don't need a man. I can do this all on my own.
A few moments later.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged and I'm unwell. And like, even though, yes, it was me that was like, hi, I want divorce. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It brings up all these feelings. It brings up all this like stuff. And we have a kid and it brings up all this stuff around.
So, of course, it's possible for two people to share a child while no longer being in a relationship. If the relationship has ended, it's generally expected that both people will eventually move forward with their own lives. Seeing an ex begin a new relationship can be emotional, but it's also a natural part of moving on after a separation. While those feelings are understandable, it's important to focus on healthy co-parenting and what's best for the child rather than holding on to resentment about a former partner's new relationship.
I had money in my account and now I don't. This happens to me all the time. My car broke down.
Well, you need to pay your bill.
I know, I'm gonna make money if I have my phone to make money.
Where's your phone?
In the bar, probably in my bag, or sometimes it vanishes because God just does that to me.
I'm confused. How are you gonna pay your bill with your phone?
I'm gonna ask people on Facebook to pay my bill. Morgan Wallen, he does do that.
Are we gonna pay the bill today?
I want to. My dad.
Your dad needs nothing.
My mom can pay my bill.
Okay, is your mom willing to come here and pay your bill right now?
Yes, if you call her, she's not gonna believe me. She thinks I'm a psycho. She's stealing my kids from me.
You don't have anything inside this vehicle to pay your bill.
No, I have $7. Larry will pay my bill.
Larry? Who's Larry?
Larry, my ex-boyfriend. All my ex-boyfriends are friends of mine. They'll pay my bill. They have jobs, but I need my phone to work to call them.
You guys want to press charges?
She can't pay her bill.
You said you're not going to pay this?
No, I am going to pay it tomorrow.
Can you money back?
Get my bag so I can call my dad or my mom. I'm not a defrauder. This happens to me all the time.
So, from what's shown, it does seem like she may not have been making the best decisions in that moment. Regardless of the reason, it's generally a good idea to make sure you can cover your expenses before ordering at a restaurant or bar. If someone doesn't have enough money available, there are alternatives, such as using a credit card if they have one, or simply choosing something within their budget. Planning ahead can help avoid awkward situations and unnecessary stress for everyone involved.
Well, they always come crawling back. Some interesting developments with Ashraf Hakimi's ex-wife. As we know, in 2023, Spanish-Tunisian actress model Hiba Abouk filed for divorce against Ashraf Hakimi, who had RAPE allegations against him at the time. She was looking to get half of his money and his assets, but ended up getting nothing because all of it is in his mother's name and Hakimi effectively owns nothing. And despite having 2 kids together, Hakimi famously said, "I was married to my ex-wife Hiba Abouk, but I realized she was just after my money just 2 years into our marriage." Well, now apparently Hiba Abouk has apologized and said that she regrets filing for divorce. Sources claim that she said that she was misguided by friends and acted out of emotions, and it's even rumored that she's now begging Hakimi to take her back. Very interesting that this rumored apology comes soon after the Moroccan's renewed contract with PSG, where his salary will now be boosted from £10 million a year to £28 million a year. All of which will still be going to his mum, and I don't doubt that many other footballers were taking note of this and will be doing the same to protect their assets. Do you reckon he should take her back?
From what's described, it's understandable why many people would find the situation difficult to watch. If significant financial matters had already been settled as part of the separation, seeing someone seek additional money after their former partner's financial success could strike some viewers as unfair. Of course, the details of financial agreements depend on the specific legal arrangement and circumstances, but it's easy to see why people might question expectations that continue after the relationship has ended.
Let's get to ordering the food. What about the nachos? Can I get it without onions?
Yes.
All right, and what about the brisket Philly? How is that?
It's good. It's really says you wanted nachos.
Excuse me, I'm ordering and you're paying. Sir?
So you want the nachos without onions and the brisket Philly?
I asked you how it was.
It's good. It's very good. It's nice.
But do you like it?
Yes, I eat it.
Oh, okay.
So you want the nachos with the
No.
So you don't want the brisket?
I'm ordering. Let me decide what I want, please. Oh, yeah. Maybe just... I asked him how it was. I didn't say I wanted it. Okay. Actually, let me just get a Caesar salad. Y'all have salmon?
No, you can get chicken or shrimp.
Can you come back?
Okay, so do you still want the nachos?
You don't know what you just said you wanted nachos. So what's the problem?
I changed my mind, right?
Right.
So you don't want the nachos?
I said, but I said, can you come back?
So do you want me to put the nachos in for you?
I haven't decided. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to see what else you have. I know I don't want nachos anymore.
That's the whole reason, one of the main reasons we came here.
No, the main reason we came here so you could watch the game. Because I lost the bet.
But we already knew that the game was going to happen.
Okay.
Taste for nachos.
Sir, do you mind coming back?
Okay, so don't put the order in for the nachos.
No.
Okay.
You're being so difficult.
You got a problem with it? But I want to choose what I eat. Am I bothering you about what you order?
Yeah, but I'm paying though.
It doesn't matter. I can pay for my own food.
You know what? How about you do that? Because
it is not a problem.
It's not, and I don't like the way that you're talking to me.
That's fine.
Whether it be our first time out, it ain't even that deep.
Well, have a good night, sir.
And you have a good night too.
All right. So it's their very first date, and from what's shown, she immediately starts ordering a large number of items, including some of the more expensive options on the menu. If that's an accurate reflection of what happened, it's understandable why he may have felt uncomfortable with the situation. First dates are usually about getting to know each other rather than focusing on an expensive meal, and if someone's expectations around spending don't align, it's reasonable for either person to decide the date isn't the right fit.
Here are some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. All dates. Like, sir, you're courting me, you're dating me, like, you should be paying for the date. I don't pay for dates, so what are we doing here? Why would you ask me on a date if you're not gonna pay for it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I know you don't want to look at my crusty nails, and my nails are never crusty because I'm a model, so I have to get my nails done for shoots, and I usually upkeep my nails once every 2 weeks, so you gotta be able to afford my nails to be done once every 2 weeks. You just have to date me. Honestly, when it comes to hair, I have like that wash and go hair, but still, products are expensive. Like my conditioners, my leave-ins, my detanglers, my co-washes, like hair is expensive. So I'm gonna need you to front the bill on that. You know, like you need to help me out. Now, if you guys don't already know, Ubers are a given, a must. Like I do not pay for my transportation to these dates. You must get my Uber. That is just the standard. I don't like looking like a bush monkey, so waxing is a given. I feel like nobody wants to see that. So yeah, you got my wax, right? You got my wax. Now further down the line, I'm not talking about the first few dates, but eventually you're gonna have to pay my rent. Like girls got bills to pay and I am too feminine to like pay for myself. So I mean, I do that now, but like if I'm with you, why would I pay for my own bills? Ugh.
Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on your perspective, expectations like these are becoming harder to meet in today's economy. With the rising cost of living, many people are focused on sharing financial responsibilities rather than having one person cover every expense. While every couple is free to decide what works best for them, expecting someone you've just met to pay for everything can significantly narrow the pool of compatible partners. In the end, the strongest relationships are usually built on mutual respect, honest communication, and shared expectations, not simply on who pays the bill.
I'm gonna downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now?
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yeah.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. Upgrade it, stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
Oh, so then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you, basically?
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment.
You want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
That takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip.
So, I don't think this even needs much explanation. The key difference now is that they're no longer in a relationship. They're not spending time together or sharing the same day-to-day life as they once did. Once a relationship ends, it's natural for the expectations and responsibilities between both people to change as well. Unless there's a legal obligation or a mutual agreement, it's understandable why someone would no longer feel responsible for providing the same level of support they did during the relationship.
So I got dumped because I asked a man to pay for everything. He like literally ran away after I said that. That one comment made him throw everything away. Do you guys think that I was in the wrong? I think if you really like someone, you're not gonna dump them over one comment. And I really liked him, so I was begging for him back. Like I still was begging for him back. And he said that it already put a sour taste in his mouth and that he doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
All right. So we don't know exactly what she asked for, whether it was help with rent, car payments, insurance, or something else entirely. But if someone you've only known for a few weeks or months is already expecting you to take on major financial responsibilities, it's understandable why that could make the other person uncomfortable. Every relationship develops at its own pace, but expectations around money are usually something that should be discussed openly and built on mutual trust rather than assumed early on.
I forgot my wallet. You might have to use your card.
Oh no, baby! We're gonna have to turn back around and go back to the house.
For what?
I only wanted to come because I thought we was using your money. So we're gonna have to make a U-turn, go back to the house and get your wallet and then we can go.
No.
It's only $50.
I pay for it.
You are my man. You're supposed to pay for everything. Okay, well, I'm leaving then.
What?
I left my wallet.
Your wallet?
I left my wallet at home, yeah. So either we gonna get back there and wash dishes or, you know what I'm saying, you can pay for it real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Pay for all this? You got 5 things.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not paying that.
I got you.
You better call somebody to come bring your wallet. I'm not paying that.
What are you talking about? We drove an hour away to the restaurant. Come on now.
That's embarrassing. You want me to pay for your food?
What?
To you, your money is my money. My money is not your money, okay? That's how it works in this relationship.
Who gonna wash dishes because it ain't gonna be me? I'm not paying $50 for this. Everybody's man is paying for them, and then you're sitting here leaving your wallet at home. Why would you leave your wallet at home? That's irresponsible.
I mean, some of these reactions are genuinely difficult to watch. Misunderstandings over something as simple as forgetting a wallet can quickly turn an otherwise good situation into an awkward one. If someone genuinely forgot their wallet, there are usually several ways to handle it calmly, whether that's using a credit card if available, another payment method, or making arrangements to be reimbursed afterward. A little patience and clear communication can often resolve situations like this without unnecessary conflict.
Do you want to become a miserable old woman? I don't think any of us do. You've seen those women out there. The women that are nattering and nagging their husbands, that are bitchy, that aren't nice, that seem to be so unhappy, and we think, oh God, I hope I'm never one of those miserable old women. That happens from raising a family, working, and then all of a sudden we're in our 50s and 60s and we have nothing. We don't have a life. We don't have a life separate from our family or separate from our husband. And so we resent everybody. I did it. Here I am. It's amazing. I feel like a different person already. I feel like I can do whatever I want, and I'm not responsible for anybody anymore but me. I don't know, things aren't going that great. I didn't know. I guess I did know. I would have this really strong reaction physically, trauma reaction, to finding out that my estranged husband has been having a new...
The most interesting part of this clip is seeing how her reaction changes as the situation unfolds. At first, she seems completely confident in her decision, but by the end, her expression and attitude appear very different. Whether she genuinely regrets what happened is something only she knows, but it's easy to see why many viewers would interpret her reaction that way.
Across this. For 5 years, he wanted to be a provider male. He paid all of the bills while she saved her money, and she did this to him. Let me tell you what she did to him. She built and purchased a massive piece of property on a massive piece of land. And now she's telling him, bye-bye. She says, it's a new beginning for me. We've had our time. Now it's time for you to be over there and have that, and for me to be over here and have this. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something very clearly. Being a provider back in the day was a different time, and it was in a different day. Being a provider today, it is not the same, especially if you're not married to him, because he was not married to her. See, if he was married, half of this would be his, but he didn't get married. He thought he could trust her, so he was just in a relationship with her, and now she's kicking him to the curb, and now somebody else is going to be up in that house clapping the hell out of her cheeks. While he's lonely and alone. I'm going to tell you something, gentlemen. Do not let anybody guilt you into this provider scam. Don't let them talk bad about you and insult you and make you think that you need to be 100% provider in 2025.
Supporting someone financially for 5 years is a significant commitment and usually requires a great deal of hard work, planning, and financial stability. From what's described, it sounds like this man invested a lot into the relationship, making the outcome especially difficult for him. Regardless of the circumstances, it's understandable why many people would sympathize with someone who feels their efforts weren't appreciated. But we're not done yet. The final clip is easily one of the most surprising moments in the entire video, so make sure you stick around.
And I was telling him, well, instead of taking me on a date, the same money that you gonna use towards the date, you can help me buy my part for my car. My car is still drivable, but I need like a crankshaft or a camshaft, and it's like $200. And I was like, well, whatever money that you was gonna use towards the date, you can help me put the money towards buying the part. And I was like, I'll come up with the rest, you know, like you ain't gotta give me the whole thing. Now, this part that I need, it keeps my car from cranking. Like I might have to try like 2 times and then it crank, but it don't crank right up. But this part that I need, it'll help it crank right up. So he gonna say that's beneficial to me. But the date is beneficial to you, right?
I really don't understand that way of approaching a first date. The whole point of meeting up is usually to get to know each other and see if there's a genuine connection. If the conversation quickly shifts toward asking someone to cover personal bills or major expenses, it's understandable why the other person might feel uncomfortable or decide the relationship isn't a good fit. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.